that this is not a 5-wave move. So there's going to be a lot that happens here. Do you think that if the market's going to reverse, like now would be the time that kind of has to do that?
Definitely. I mean, that's kind of shown in your chart. If we do want to
Right.
continue with this 5-wave impulse move to the upside that you've so beautifully laid out, you are correct. We would need to find wave four's end before we close and finish wave four potentially beneath the low of, or the high of wave one rather, sorry, at 393. So essentially, price cannot come back down to 393 for us to continue moving higher. That's part of the reason I'm so bearish right now, is just because of the fact that this move that we're in right now looks much more like an impulse move than it does a corrective move. What's your take on that? Like right now, I see us as in wave three.
Yeah. So I'm gonna label that right now. So right now I'm kind of laying out the two scenarios. And guys, this is kind of when we get into Elliott wave talk, which is just like kind of counting waves in the market, right? And right now we're trying to determine, are we in a corrective wave to the downside that is going to follow up here in the short term with one more leg up past that high of 431, 432? Or is this corrective wave, is this not an impulse and it's a corrective wave, and now we're really going to see a move to the downside, right? And that will become much more clear when we, if we cut, break below the low of 393. But it's very tough to say, is this, that's the flaw of Elliott wave, Logan, what you just said, right? Is this, you said it a wave 3, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is this, or are we actually just in A, B, C, right? Are we in, did we just see the conclusion of wave 3?
I was even thinking we might be in wave, like right now, wave 2 of wave 3. I think
right.
Wave 3 could take us way lower.
Sure, yeah. Wave 3 could go down lower, right? So it's tough to say, right? Are we going to reverse soon or not? Are we in an ABC or a 1, 2, 3? And that's it's very tough to tell. That's why I think this could be questionable, right? Could be questionable.
Yeah, so if you don't mind, I'll continue on why I think that the latter, meaning our move to the downside, is the most primary count.
Is it because of wave 3?
It is. So, I mean, that's just one thing, right? Something that we do see in Elliott wave principle is wave 3 is usually the longest and most impulsive wave, which, as you can see from Friday's price action, that looks quite impulsive. I think you could say that objectively compared to prior price action, it looks much more impulsive. So if we continue this momentum, we will see us reach that invalidation point of 393 and continue moving lower. If you also,
and that will just be, yeah.
If you also are so kind as to go to the daily time frame and pull up a 200 daily moving average.
There you are.
Perfect, thank you, sir. Yeah, so you see that we had that very nice bounce off of that point. Once we reached the 200 daily moving average from the other side, followed that up with a head and shoulders pattern that you're able to see if you zoom in a little bit farther, and we just had a large bearish engulfing candle on Friday. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things from the way that I use my technical analysis that say that we are most likely going to come lower. The combination of that Elliott wave pattern that I was saying is our more primary count, but also these other confluences that I see here. What do you think about all that?
Yeah, no, I'm right on the same page with you. It's still, I think it's rather clear. Maybe in hindsight it'll look more clear where we are. I'm really just looking to see what we do with that 393 level for SPY. In SPX, I know it would be at the level of 39.50, right? 39.48.